So let me have a look the next topic, jQuery select. So jQuery selector, as we discussed about CSS selectors, in similar fashion, we are also having different jQuery selectors. So what is the main objective of jQuery selectors is allow you to select and manipulate HTML elements. Where I need to be go in HTML documentation. That position will be set by this selector. And also jQuery selectors are used to find or select HTML elements based on their name, ID, classes, types, attributes, values of attributes, any other sort of. So what actually all these are? These are the different finding ways, like with the help of name, the help of ID, with the help of classes, with the help of types, with the help of attributes, or whatever the values we are assigning for that attributes. All these are the different attributes are there to make access or to find the location of particular HTML document. In any one form, we can go. We can go with the street number, like when you are going for your friend, first time we are visiting, with the help of the street name, we can go and find him or her, or with the help of the door number, we can find it, or with the help of the area name, or with the help of some landmarks, or with the help of the city name, or with the help of the some sort of the pin code, some any one way where we can do it. So that how we can be select the selectors purposes in this HTML elements. Now all selectors in jQuery starts with dollar sign. So already we have discussed that. How will start the selector? Dollar within the parenthesis. We need to be start for that one. Okay. So parenthesis with the help of the parenthesis. Before the parenthesis, we need to start with dollar. Okay. Now let me have a look of what are the different selectors we have. Like we have star. When you want to be access all the elements in the HTML, we can use star. When you want to this in the sense the current HTML element. Current HTML element means whichever you are currently on which HTML element is there to access that this means pointing to itself. This reference already we have studied in Java. Like p dot intro. P dot intro means it is a per paragraph where the class name equal to intro. Those who are going to use it. And see p colon first. P colon first means what? Selects the first p element. Select the first p element means in your program you are using 4 to 5 paragraphs elements. If you want to be modify only the first paragraph, you can use p colon first. If you want see another selector ul li first. In unordered list, in the list whatever you are mentioning li, for the first li, if you want to be changed that you can access this only for the first one. If you want you can access and change. And first child means what? First li element of every ul. Every ul in the sense you have different uls. Selects the first li element of every ul. If you have 3 or 4 uls, inside the uls you have some lis, different lis are there. For every ul, in 3 uls if you are having 3 unordered list are there. For every first li in first ul, another first li in second ul, another first li in another third ul. For the first li, if you want to change, you can use ul space li colon first hyphen child. And one more, if you have to change the href attribute, like for image, if you want to be access to change, you can use this. And if you want to make that select anchor tab where attribute and value is equal to underscore blank, you can use that selector also. And not equal to. Without that, not equal to blank, whichever the elements, whichever the anchor tags, where target is not equal to blank, except that the remaining has to be take some actions only. And colon button indicates button elements under the input type equal to button. You can use this button. And tier even means in the table we have a row, right? We have a row in the table, in the row. So for that tier, selects all event tiers. Means for example, if you have 10 rows in a table, all the events means second row, fourth row, sixth row, eighth row, 10th row, all that will be accessed. If you want access one row, third row, fifth row, seventh row, ninth row, you can use tr colon odd. So like this, we can use any number of any different ways of selectors. So what are that selectors? The selectors starts with dollar followed by the parenthesis. we have different selectors like specific to a paragraph, specific to a HTML element, specific to a attribute in that HTML element, or first HTML element among the set of different elements we are having. Based on your interest, based on your requirement, you can do a lot of things. And let me have run some programs here so that we can understand how the jQuery selectors will run. Okay, let me have a look here. In third unit, we have a practice programs and jQuery selectors. So see here, jQuery R for every part, whatever I have discussed, the different. See, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 programs are there. Small programs are there. Whatever I have discussed, all these selectors, whatever I have discussed it, for every one example. Let me see for elements all. Let me have a look. I will run 3 to 4 programs so that we can understand clearly what actually. Now see here, in this, first go to the body. In this body, what happened? H2 paragraph, 2 paragraphs I'm using, button I'm going to use for this one. Now, whether you are calling the jQuery here, no. But how automatically the jQuery will run? So as already told you that jQuery has to be keep in document.ready function, because when you are loading the HTML, until unless the automatically jQuery will loads, complete that loading, it will not open the HTML documentation. Are you getting my point? So because of that only, what I am suggesting you is, please make sure, that automatically when you want to be initialize, when you want to be run your JavaScript function inside that one, we are using all the methods which are required for the jQuery will be kept in document.ready function. Okay. So this is a small program where we can see a sort of thing. Now here, for example, so this is one script where we are adding our jQuery. Like I said you, we can download it and you can mention the path name here, src equal to, or else directly you can mention the path. But when you are mentioning full path, absolute path, we take care of the backend. The internet should be required. Another script I'm writing for running my script. Now what I'm writing here, document.ready of function. The definition starts here. Here, what is this? This is a jQuery syntax. Agree? This also be jQuery syntax. No doubt about that one. Starts with dollar. This is the selector. What is the selector I'm using here? Button. Dot click of function. Click is a what? Click is an action. For this, I'm writing some sort of code. What I'm writing? Button is a selector. Star of hyphen. Wherever the buttons are there, for all that buttons, hide that buttons. How many buttons are there in this program? Here only one button is there. Hide all the buttons. Hide all the buttons over there. So first of all, we are telling that where I need to go into the HTML with the help of selector. In the action definition, I am going to say what I need to do, over there. Okay. Let me run the program so that you can understand little bit. So see here, this is the program when I'm running. So when I'm click here, click me, what happened? It will hide all the things. It will hide all the elements whenever I'm clicking the button. How I am specifying that? If you see the code, how I am specifying, clearly observe here in this document, when I am clicking the selector, when I am going to the selector in HTML, what type of action has to do? Star dot hide. Star dot hide in the sense it will be hide all the elements. It may be a paragraph, it may be a button, it may be a whatever it will be there inside the code HTML. It need to be hide everything. So that's how we are going to mentioning there. But remember, without installing, without if you don't have internet, if you run this program, then it will show some sort of error over there. So please make sure you can download it directly. Simple. You can copy this link and you can download every time it's not net is required. Just I'm copy pasting here because already I have internet. It is the code, but just make sure you need to be downloaded this the Google. Okay, so because of that, I will share both. The PPT will be there automatically, and I will share also the code. Okay, so make sure download jQuery. Here it will be comes over. So if based on your version, you can download whatever the version is required. Okay. So if you have internet, better to use the directly path. So how we are writing the code is here the simple code. Let me open another example so that you can understand a little bit of first element. Let me see the first. Because for every small concept, I'm using a small sort of program because to practically understand how the concept will run. If you not run the concept, if you not run the program, it is very difficult to you to remember the concept as well. And see this program, I'll directly go to the body. Inside the body, I'm using H2, two paragraphs and one button. Totally, how many elements? Four elements I'm using here. Now, what I'm writing here is when I click the button, the selector dot click. Click is an action. When I click that one function, what I am doing, I have two paragraph tags. Only the first paragraph, because I'm using a selector called T colon first. Only the first paragraph will be hide. That is the code I'm writing. I repeat, in my HTML documentation, I have two paragraphs, but among the two paragraphs, only I am hiding the first one. How I am specifying? With the help of the selector P colon first. So P colon first paragraph, it will be hide over. Let me run the program. So don't forget the jQuery.js is must and should is required. jQuery library. Okay. Just running the program. So this is the when I'm running the program, this is the output. Now when I click, how many paragraphs here? Two paragraphs. This is a paragraph. This is another paragraph. What I need to hide? It will be hide only the first paragraph. When I click on this, click me, it will hide what? This is a paragraph. It is hide. It shows only this is another paragraph. If I refresh the program, it is again. I'm just refreshing. Once I click on this, it will hide the first paragraph. I'm again refreshing. When I click, it will hide the first one. So like this, normally to do this type of hiding, how much sort of the code I need to write in the JavaScript? Little bit of 5 to 6 lines. But here only in a single line, that is in a single line, I am saying that how I need to hide the first element of a first paragraph. Like this, we are wrapping that set of codes into the methods, and that method in a single line in JavaScript, I'm going to using over here. So that is the beauty while you are comparing with JavaScript to jQuery. Okay. So for your more understanding, let me have a look to run one more program. Let me have run. So what we can do is like child of child. Child of child, when you want to be run it. Sorry, I will open in Notepad. Okay. Okay, this is the code, right? This is the code. What I'm doing here is I'll just go to the body. In the body, I am putting as list one. I am placing the list one. Unordered list. This is the milk, coffee, tea. Again, list two. Coffee, milk, tea. This is another, right? So how many lists I have taken? Two lists. UL under the unordered list, I am using a list that is coffee, milk, tea. Another list two under UL, I am using LI, coffee, milk, tea. So two lists I am going to using here in the body and one button. Now what my target is, I need to be hide in this UL the coffee and in this UL the coffee. All the first list in that unordered list I need to hide. I repeat, in this unordered list, I need to hide the first element. As well, in this unordered list, I need to hide the first list. So in both unordered lists, I need to be hide the coffee and rest of the milk tea has to display. To write that one, the jQuery code is here. So when I click the button, what's the action I need to perform is UL unordered list. These are the selector. This is the enter selector, right? UL space in li colon first child. In how many unordered list we have? Two unordered lists are there. Under that, the first child, li first child, I need to hide. So that is the main objective of this. Let me run the program so that you can understand very clearly about this. So this is the output when I run the program. Right? What is my target? I need to hide the coffee in list one. Also, I need to hide the coffee in second list. When I click me, it will hide them. Once again, I'm refreshing. When I click on this, click me, it will hide coffee in list one as well as coffee in list two. I'm again refreshing. When I click, it will hide in coffee in list one as well as coffee in list. Okay, that how I'll just share all the sort of the programs for your understanding, where you can run and practice this program so that you can understand clearly how the JavaScript selector, means jQuery selectors, will run over. So without practice the program, it is very difficult to understand the concepts over there. Okay, that's about the jQuery selectors.